Okay, so this is going to be my quick review of the Mount Spokane State Park campsite. We stayed here 3 nights. It's a bit rainy this morning, so we've been packing up in the rain. But we stayed in site number 1. So this is a really quaint, cozy campground. There's only 8 sites in the entire state park. So if you get one of these sites, consider yourself fortunate because there's a high demand and there are eight sites. I don't think we've ever stayed in a campground that had that few of sites. That being said, let's take a look at site number 1. So they all have bear boxes, and yes, they do have black bears, and we talked to a ranger last night and he said they actually had one hanging out down around the Selkirk resort thing down there. We didn't ever see one. They said they also have lots of moose here, and he showed us pictures of moose and of mountain lions that they've trapped in the area, to get to collar them and stuff. So there's moose, mountain lions, and bears, and so just be aware of that. But they do have bear boxes, which is nice because even Glacier didn't have bear boxes. They have these big, robust, heavy picnic tables, and then it's got a fire ring, but they're under burn ban right now, so you can't have any fires. Only propane stoves are allowed. And there it is. They don't really have a designated tent pad, so we just set our tent there. You can see where we had our tent. We scraped out all the gravel, and it's still a little bit dry because we just broke the tent down. It does have a long driveway, so this would be ideal for an RV or really an oversized rig if you can get it up here. But we made do with what we had, and we wish they would just put tent pads in. Comfort stations there. They have running water, flush toilets. They do not have showers in this state park, which I think it's the first state park we've ever visited that doesn't have shower facilities. The only downside is that that's the day use area, and so you get a lot of people that are coming into the park for day use, and they just look at you like they're at a zoo looking at animals in the cages, and they use that. And the other day there was a guy that came in, and when he left, the bathroom was, he destroyed it, and then the camp cleaners didn't clean the toilet for a couple of days, so it was kind of disgusting. But that's just what you have to deal with sometimes. Camp host is here. There's a woman camp host here. She's real nice and helpful. Rangers and the staff at the front office and the rangers at patrol, real helpful. We had a lot of fun interacting with them and talking to them. And then the other part of the campground is all the other sites are on this camping loop. There's one group of people still here, but everybody else is pretty much left. But you can see, so there's one site they're backed into. There's another site right there. They're pretty tight on this loop. Behind their rig is where the water faucet is, and then they have a vault toilet there, and the vault toilet is mainly used during the winter with people who come up here to snowshoe and do whatever they do up here in the wintertime when it's covered in snow. Great view of Mount Spokane. That's it right there. That's the summit, and some really good hiking trails, and there's lots of huckleberries. So they could develop the infrastructure at the state park. It wouldn't hurt, and it would be very beneficial and helpful. The trails are not marked extremely well because it's a ski resort. During the winter, there's lots of ski slopes, and some of those double as trails. Also, some of their park roads double as trails. But we did get in a couple of hikes and got to eat lots of huckleberries and salmon berries. I saw some deer and turkeys in the campground this morning. And then it was 100-degree weather the day before yesterday, and the day before that when we arrived it was burning up hot. Yesterday it cooled off quite a bit. Today it's raining and it's really cold, so you never know what you're going to get when you're up in this part of the country. But yeah, if you want to guys come stay at Mount Spokane State Park, there's kind of a little bit of an overview. That's the perception that we have, and I enjoyed myself here. Slept good at night. Everything was quiet. All the other neighbors, they shut everything down by 10 p.m. There wasn't anybody that was with with light problems or noise problems. You can use generators here, but there are restrictive hours, and I think that's about it. So yeah, there you go. Enjoy.